All right. Well, I guess we can start with introductions, kind of. So, welcome on in. Hello. Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hello. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How about you?
I'm glad to hear it. I'm doing all right. Uh, life has been a little rocky, but I'm recovering. It'll be okay.
Welcome to the same boat. I'm having the same thing too.
Oh, but you're doing great. So, I mean,
uh, I'm just trying to be as optimistic as I can be, you know? Like,
yeah, that's a
life is
skill.
bad.
Yeah. That's a skill that not everyone has. So nice, nice, nice. Okay. Let me get uh thank you for saying hi to me. Oh gosh, have not done this in a while.
It's okay.
Okay. Um, but yeah, I'm glad you're doing all right despite everything. And I hope that we have fun today.
Me too. I'm very, very excited.
Oh, awesome. All right. How about we start with the first question of why did you accept the invite?
Okay. So, so first of all, when I first saw the message, because like it was early in the morning for me,
Yep.
like 5. So you sent it to me around like 4 in the morning. I wake up like at 5:30
Oh
every single
gosh.
day.
Okay.
For my job, and
Uh-huh.
I was reading it, and I was like half awake, half asleep. So I was like, "Wait, what?" And then take a shower, get everything ready, and then I looked at the message again, and I was like, "Huh,
Uh-huh.
interesting." I've never had anyone reach out to me in the way how you did it. Um, and when you bringed up Hilda, I was like, "Oh, they must be a friend of Hilda."
Mhm.
So I was like, "Okay." So I obviously responded and said, "Yeah, sure, I can do that. It would be a nice idea." And I'm always down to do stuff to help out anyone who wants to do any type of content creation. I've always been super, super supportive of anyone who wants to do something with me, or they just need my help with something. I'm always just like free. I can always do it.
Mhm.
Um, And I also looked at your other interviews that you have done with other people, and I was
Mhm.
like, hell yeah, I want to do this. Seems fun.
Nice. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Well, I'm glad that it piqued enough of your interest to engage with a total stranger. I really do appreciate that. That is something I worry about sometimes. I'm just like, you have no idea who I am.
No,
I'm asking a
I
lot
really
right
didn't. So
now.
I was like, I wanted to ask Hilda, but then I saw the video of Hilda doing this, so I was like, oh, okay. If
Yeah.
Hilda does this, then I will 100% trust them what they said, and I'll do it too, you know?
All right. Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, thank you for your honesty. I will try to be better on being more approachable in that area.
It's okay. I did like I was like, is this a bot? Because for the last like few months I have been
Yeah.
getting a lot of bots
Mm.
in like my Twitch side, my YouTube side and everything. So I
Mhm.
was like I was a little skeptical, but then I obviously dig a little further and I was like, oh wait, this is a real person.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Um, I totally understand. Good on you for being skeptical, because like most of the time, you're right. It is a bot.
Yeah.
All right. Um. Okay. So let's jump into Hypixel. Um. Now you're gonna have to remind me. I I have not played on Hypixel in a very long time. So is do we need to how do we connect to each other?
So if you want to send me your username, I could easily make us into a party and then we'll
Okay.
just go from there.
It is the same as basically everything else. So let me send you a Discord message. There we go. Send.
Got it, I think. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, click here to join. Click. All right, cool.
Perfect. And then we can just jump into any sort of game that we can do.
Okay.
Um, I guess we can do this one just so we have so we could just be running around
All
and
right.
not have to worry about fighting too many people.
Sure. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna be good at this because I'll be very distracted, but you know what? That's okay.
Don't worry, I'm rusty as iron, so we'll see how things
Wonderful.
go.
Ionized iron or
Um,
it
probably,
probably okay.
probably.
Let me see if I can find you. Oh gosh. Okay. So I guess I'll start with the first question if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
What do you do?
Uh, between like IRL stuff and I guess content creation, I just basically well, I support my family in our small little business.
Mhm.
I help out with managing it and making sure everyone is, like happy and everyone gets what they needed. And
Mhm.
then obviously I come home, take care of my mom, either buy her food or just make sure she's all right.
Mhm.
And then we both go on our separate ways. And then I I kind of lock myself in my room, just making sure no one interrupts me while I like go on my R&R, playing video
Mhm.
games or just sleeping.
Yeah.
And then that's just my time for the rest of the night. And then tomorrow morning it's the same thing over and over again.
Nice. So you've got a pretty standard routine going on.
Yep.
Go. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Oh, I fell. That's okay. So you so there's a lot of your personal life in that answer. Are you okay with me asking about a bit more about your personal life?
uh Yeah, I'm very a little bit more open than a lot of people would assume when it comes to my personal life.
Yeah.
Um, because like I've always been like quote unquote kind of secretive, but at the same time not so secretive of my personal life. It just depends on certain questions. But yeah, I'm
Mhm.
open about certain things.
Okay. So in the routine you mentioned, so you go to work, you work for your parents, you said?
Yes. So I work for my mom in her small little business.
Okay.
It's like a little shop in one of my other towns where I live. We
Mhm.
sell basically what is it? We sell a bunch of like I want to say like overstock of certain things. So sometimes we can sell like electronics. It's kind of like a flea market, if you would say.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
like we sell like overstocked items or customer returns of certain things, and
Interesting.
we just sell it for like a lower price than what the store gives, just because obviously there's people who can't afford like a $200 mailbox, and we sell for
Yeah.
like $5.
Okay. Interesting. And that doing that is enough to uh to sustain yourself and live
Uh,
comfortably.
for the most part, yes. Obviously, it is like a business in the end. So, like,
Mhm.
some days you'll have a good day, some days you'll have a bad day. It really just depends on how business is going.
Mhm.
Sometimes we'll have like a really great day and then we're like very content, and then other days we'll be very stressed out because we didn't sell as much as we would like to admit.
Mhm.
Um, but I've always had a lot of faith with my mom. She's like the head
Mhm.
honcho for the entire business.
Mhm.
She's been doing it for a very long time, a little bit longer than I was even born. Um, but I've always had faith in her. Whenever things go south for us, I've always had faith in her, always getting us out in certain tight spots, or she's always been always like one or three steps ahead of the entire competition, and I have seen it for around the 10 to 12 years that I've been working for her. I
Mhm.
mean, like I've helped her out when I was like a little kid as well, but like obviously a little kid can do so much before they start doing other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've always just been the kind of guy just to help out my mom in any way I can. I mean, she's done so much in my life when I was younger. And honestly, I can't ask for the better mom than her in my life.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. It sounds like your mom has a very big impact on you and who you turned out to be.
Yeah, she really really did raise me. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, other times I have pulled her hair in a lot of
Mm-hmm.
cases, and we have gone into arguments because we're so similar in a lot of ways.
Uh-huh.
But I've always treasured all the moments that I've had with my mom, and always making sure like she has the best things, and I've always want to make sure she's happy, she's content, and always has a smile on her face. That's all I could ever do for her.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm glad you have her, and I'm glad she has you. That sounds great. Um, let's see. So I guess that answers a lot of the next question, which is why do you do what you do? Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you have any more you'd like to add to that?
Well, I mean, I could probably switch over to like, I guess, transition to like my more content side of it, which is rather like Twitch streaming and a little bit of recording for like YouTube videos. I guess I can transition to that part.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so, I
Oh,
originally
there
did
you are.
that.
Right behind you.
Oh,
Hello. Hi.
hello. I don't know where. Oh. um. I guess for those two, the reason why I do it, well, uh, obviously when you first start out, it's always been like a hobby for a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
and I included was one of those people as well. I enjoyed Twitch streaming, and uh, I mostly like streaming more, but I have recently started doing YouTube because of a series that I'm doing on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they both of those things have been really really inspirational to me because it brought me so many good friends, and it
Mm-hmm.
helped me build up not necessarily like a character, but rather it helped build me up as like a person,
Yeah.
to way to interact with so many people from all over the world, and just being nice and to a lot of people that I met through streaming or met through just in general, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
uh Over the time, obviously, I'm not a big streamer. I'm very content on where I'm at. I don't advertise as much as like a lot of people would tell me to.
Yeah.
Um, but I've always been just like I'm happy where I'm at. I'm just doing what I gotta do. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not making myself sad just doing these things. I like doing it, even though I like stream to like maybe like 3 to 5 people at
Mm-hmm.
average,
Yeah.
and that number is like something that I'm very very happy and content with.
Yeah. I
Uh,
mean, that already is like 10% above, like you're already in the 10% percentile with having, just that.
yeah. Um, Obviously numbers had affect me back then, but as like I continue to stream and do more content, I just kind of like let go of my current number,
Yeah.
and I'm just very very happy. Just happy that I actually am building like a small following in my name. Um,
Yeah.
Obviously, I can't ask for any more than all the people who have supported me and watched all my content, no matter how much crazy shit I get myself into.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but I am very very happy where I'm at.
Nice. Well, good for you and congratulations. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, sorry, I got focused. I
It's
got really
okay.
focused.
It's okay. I saw it from the chat, so I was like, as soon as I saw
uh,
your name, I was like, yeah, I think I know
oh,
why
there you
they're
are.
very
Hi.
quiet right now.
I might. No, I'm not very good at this. I might poke you. Oh, never mind.
It's okay.
Okay. Sorry. All right. So why streaming? Like, you're doing it. Are you doing it as a hobby, or is that just how it started and now it's turned into a way you socially connect? Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, I started as a hobby with like some friends, and obviously, life changes things. I
Mm-hmm.
started streaming for myself, and I wanted to, produce better content for all of my friends.
Mhm.
And I've always wanted to, grow as a person with my channels,
Mhm.
and I'm still growing to this very day in terms of my personality and who I am every
Yeah.
single time I stream.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously, I've had a lot of fuck ups here and there. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, that
um,
happens.
my biggest like fuck up I've always told people when they say they say like something minor that happened on their stream is like, oh no, this happened and this and that. I was like, well, at least you didn't stream for an hour and a half without audio of you
Oh
talking.
no.
I had that happen to me once before, and I didn't realize it until I looked at my OBS and I was like, why is it not turning green? And I realized my
Uh,
microphone was off for
oh
that
no.
entire period.
Oh
And
no.
um it was, let's just say, very embarrassing for my part.
I'm sure. Oh goodness.
But
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was about to cough, but yeah, I mean, I learned from it, but I'm very happy with that experience because now it just makes me more paranoid to make sure I check my
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to make sure I'm doing what uh I gotta make sure
Doing
my
what you
audio is on.
intend. Yeah. Yeah, no, totally. That's something that I try to tell myself is that mistakes are for learning. We don't learn unless we make terrible errors.
Big or small doesn't matter. You gotta learn. You gotta learn.
Yeah. Let me pop up my questions here. Do you feel like you've sufficiently answered that question?
I feel like I did.
Okay. Awesome. Ah.
Okay.
Um so I asked what do you make? Oh, not what do you make? What do you do? Why you really do those things?
Hmm.
It sounds like a lot of what you do is for personal growth,
Hmm.
and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Like, that is really hard to do. Personal
It
growth is difficult.
very. And I think what helps a lot is like growing and learning from people who like, I guess in a way, complete strangers, because
Mhm.
I guess they'll be truly honest in a way.
Mhm.
They always said what needs to be said for you to grow as a person, both like online and IRL.
Mhm.
And it is something that oh, we both died at the
Oh,
same
nice.
round.
Nice, nice. Hello. We could just be spectral ghosts.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. But yeah, I think it's um just growing and learning more about yourself, because the more you hang out with other people online, you tend to see yourself like in ways that other people really wouldn't see you, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah. No, I get that. I understand. All right, cool. Uh, do you want the next question?
Sure.
All right, the next question is, do you make things?
Um, Besides content, no. I guess in a way, uh no, I don't like creating stuff. Well, I mean, yeah, I do. I like creating like content for other people.
Okay.
And I like being. I guess like I like to create an environment for like my friends whenever I'm like playing games or just chilling. I tend to just
Mhm.
really be, like a good vibe. I tend to create a really funny atmosphere.
Mhm.
Um, and I tend to, keep things light, try to uh, make sure everyone is feeling welcomed, everyone feels happy.
Mhm.
Um, that's something I always strive for whenever I'm like with my friends or I'm like talking to new people. I always want to make sure that they all feel comfortable around me, that they don't have to worry about something that they'll offend me or anything like
Mhm.
that. Like we're just here to have fun. I want to have fun. Let's just do what we got to do and have a great night, you know?
Yeah. I don't know how to respond to that, but yeah, I think I understand. That sounds like a lot of effort on your part. Do you find that it's a lot of effort to do that, or is it pretty natural for you?
I guess it's pretty natural for me because, well, I guess I'm going back to a little bit more on my personal side. M Growing up, I had, well, my family would say I have a very big heart. Like
Mm-hmm.
they were shocked on how, like, me and my family, I'm the only one who has like the biggest heart, and then
Mm.
my eldest brother has like the heart of a black hole because he doesn't show affection, but
Oh
then you look at
wow.
me and I'm like full of affection. I like giving hugs. I'm very nice. I'm very sweet. I'm very outgoing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I tend to always remember that as growing up because
Mm-hmm.
it very much showed it a lot of my personality that I tend to uh, be very open, very happy, and just like I always want to make sure everyone has a good time is
Mm-hmm.
because I always care about what other people think of me, or rather how they feel.
Yeah.
I always worry about that stuff. Like, it's sometimes easy for me to detect it, like when someone feels down or something's up, or other times it would be very difficult for me to tell.
Mm-hmm.
But no matter any sort of thing, I will always make sure to always be happy and just make sure everyone is like feeling good in a sense.
I see. Okay. I think that makes sense. Um, okay. Oh gosh, so many sounds and noises.
It's a
Um, let's see. All right. Interesting. Thank you for sharing.
of course.
Um, what's my next question? Or like, I feel like there's something there to touch on. I don't quite know what it is.
Mm.
Hmm. Okay. We'll just leave it be then.
It's okay.
Do
If you
you?
think of it, then we'll come back to it. I have no problem with that.
Exactly. Exactly. What, so the next question is then, why do you really make things? So why do you really strive to make things comfortable for other people?
I think it probably would stem from me as like personal experience. Uh, uh, Growing up, obviously, I had to change schools in a very, very late time in my
Mm-hmm.
younger years. So I was in a new school, and I was absolutely bullied, like absolutely. Like you would be very surprised on how much I was bullied
Mm-hmm.
for only going to this school for a year and a half before I went to middle school.
Yikes.
Um, it was it was bad. To the point where like the administration would just be tired of my cases and would just like leave, like ignore me completely at that point.
Wow.
Hmm. Uh,
Wow. That's not
yeah,
okay.
yeah. It was a lot of emotional, I guess, trauma. I guess that's how a lot of people have played it for
Yeah.
that. Um, but they, oh, sorry, my phone.
It's all
uh,
right.
it's always been very, very tough, especially those early years of my life because obviously they were very, very, very traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
But it also helped me grow as a person throughout my early years because I never want anyone to ever feel that way ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just I don't want anyone else to ever feel like they were alone, that they were always scared of someone's going after them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was to the say the very least, it was something that I've always have strived for. And honestly, it I'm probably repeating myself, but it was something that I just really cannot allow anyone to really go through that, as well
Yeah.
as my experience, because it was just not necessarily healthy for anyone to really go through that. I mean, bully because um I guess I can really pretty much talk a little bit more about it. Um, but basically, like the school before I went to this new one, people assumed my old school was like from the ghetto.
Oh,
That
yeah.
they assumed that, oh, like I'm part of the lowest class, like I don't belong here. This is like where like I guess the rich people go to, which I was like super thrown off completely because I did not look like I was from there. Neither was I um, low class either. My mom has worked hard to get
Mhm.
a very nice house and has worked hard to, you know, establish like where she is and everything. And um, just for bullying for that, and then people also just bullying me because I was like the new kid, and they could take advantage of me and everything. It was a lot, but I personally grown from it, and I try to be someone that can be like another rock to another person.
Mhm.
As like for me who didn't have a very good rocks back when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I guess that's kind of like where I strive for. And I guess again it would be probably because I'm very like I love being super kind to people. I'm never rude or malice towards anyone. I think everyone deserves happiness one way or another. You know, I generally think that everyone should deserve
Yeah. You put a lot of effort into yeah, into that you've said.
it. Yeah,
Nicely done. I know that being bullied and that is really tough, and yeah, that's a lot.
it is. I have lots of stories about that, but I feel like if I talk about every single story about those incidents, ooh, we would be here for like probably like a day.
Yeah, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
um, let's see. Do you want the next question, or do you feel like there's more to say to that?
um, I think that's basically the main topics. I think
Mm-hmm.
were worthwhile for those,
Okay.
honestly.
Um, yeah, okay. So the next question then would be, who is someone you like? So it's less so more like romantic like and more like who is someone you find neat or cool? Who is someone you appreciate, stuff like that. Just like
Gotcha, gotcha. I want to say all my online friends. Honestly, they like obviously there is some online friends that I have left just because we had different views on a lot of stuff and a lot of stuff went down. But I'm honestly very very grateful with the friends that I have now. Like
mhm.
Hilda, Lady Zentra, Alpha Mike, and Ben's like all of them. I am very very happy that I found them and that I honestly can consider all of them to be my friends.
Yeah.
I can't name all my friends, but those people have been some people that I very, very, very much treasure, as well as some of my personal online friends that have been with me throughout a lot of crazy stuff since 2017, late 2016.
Mhm.
Um, they have always been supportive of my projects. They've always been there for me in my darkest times when I've had some like depression or something is going on with me online.
Mhm.
um those three guys, I honestly can't explain how much I'm grateful for them to be a part of my life.
Mhm.
Their names were Blue Script, Swap Pack, and Speedy Fast. Those three guys have been with me for so many years, and I'm honestly super grateful that I'm still friends with them to this very day.
Yeah.
they have they've always had my back on a lot of stuff, and they've always made sure that I was okay. They always want to talk to me. I
Mhm.
honestly can't I'm honestly very surprised, and I'm so grateful that I've met them
Mhm.
through Minecraft and like all sorts of other games. I'm so
Yeah.
grateful for them every single day.
I'm glad you have such good friends that treat you, with respect, which must have been like a little different to grapple with considering, where you came from of like not used to this.
Kinda. I've always had a lot of friends like IRL too,
Mhm.
but I've always cherished relationships, whether they're platonic or romantic. I've always have been someone who always cherishes those things as well.
Yeah.
Um, I would say this is a very bad habit of mine is that I tend to really think and overthink what other people think about me, which
Oh
obviously
yeah.
that's a really bad mentality
Yeah.
because let's just say it makes you go crazy and you stress yourself out for no good reason, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. I have a similar bad habit, but we live and we learn.
Yeah, but honestly, it's something that I'm trying to get better at. But
Mhm.
I'm honestly just super super grateful for everyone who has touched my life, whether it was bad or good.
Yeah.
Um, And obviously, if I had a nasty fallout with someone, I don't wish for ill intent for them at all. I
Mhm.
always just, again, I've always wished for the best for people. I never want any sort of hate or sort of malice towards them. Even though, yes, like, yes, we had a fallout, we had a nasty one, but it's not going to, I'm not going to hold on to a grudge forever, you know?
Mhm.
Like, one day you're going to have to let it go no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah. Eventually.
Mhm.
Um so I guess the next question is oh gosh, I have to look at my thing.
It's okay.
Why do you like them? I feel like you answered that pretty effectively with, the three people you mentioned have been with you and by your side for a very long time and have supported you through some really dark times. Um, is there anything else you'd like to add to that, I guess?
Um, I guess those three guys specifically, SWAT, Blue, and Speedy, they all four of us have gone through crazy shit in our lives in the last, I want to say 7, 8 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we went through a lot of dramas. We went through a lot of people who were very very rude and very very toxic,
Mm-hmm.
and I am just so grateful that we've all four of us have stuck together through and through on like all sorts of like mayhem and just sort of anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
um, I mean, all four of us have fair shares of crazy stories that we've all have done over
Mm-hmm.
those years.
Yeah.
But I honestly can't ask for any more than those three guys for just being there, sticking up to me, being the most best support group I can ever have, and I honestly would not have changed anything for me to have met them
Wow.
those years back.
That's amazing. I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
That's great. Thank you for sharing. Um, my next question then would be, oh, hold on. Gotta sort my inventory. Um,
You're good.
what do you like about yourself?
Hmm. I want to say it's probably uh well, I've always said this a few times, but I guess I really want to say it's my heart. I really want to say like how emotionally I can be to people, even to complete strangers, let alone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I'm super super grateful for all the times that I've had together with them, with anyone really.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I've always managed to just be super kind, super nice. I always make people laugh. I really want to say it's probably my heart and just being so like uh I guess a word I probably would say is probably very very affectionate for a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just have so much like care. I love caring for people, and I just want to make sure everyone's all right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just derived from my personality of growing up to having such a big heart for a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that being like a really something you find inspirational. And I think it is. It's really hard to care about people sometimes, and good on you for doing the best that you can.
Yeah,
All right. My next question, if you're ready.
I'm ready.
Um, what about yourself inspires you?
what about me that inspires myself?
Mhm,
Mm, well, I guess in a way, uh, I think it's other people who inspire me.
mhm,
Um, I think a lot of people that I have met have really inspired me to be the best I could truly be when I'm
mhm,
around friends and family. I tend to really make sure that um I guess in a way like I want to be more than I'm already am in a way. Like I want to make
mhm,
sure I can be better for people, like learn from mistakes or learn how to be better friends to other people.
mhm.
Um, and I guess like just being all around like happy in a way.
Yeah, yeah.
My friends have always been someone someone that I just strive to be, and all my friends have really inspired me to be truly a better person.
Mhm,
Um, whether they give me inspiration to make a new video or stream something that I seem to enjoy from them.
mhm,
I think it's just like all my friends giving me some sort of something for me to do, or
mhm,
rather, they show me something that I actually very much enjoy.
mhm, mhm. Yeah,
And honestly, um, I guess like an example would probably be recently. Lady Zentro has been very addicted to Lethal Company.
yeah.
Um, so I've been I've never bought the game. I never did until very recently when I asked her because she was asking for other people to play with her because she was very addicted. And I said, if I get this game right now, would you teach me how to play? And she was like, hell yeah, I will teach you. And then I started getting addicted to it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, okay. Uh, so I was like, okay, well, now I'm addicted to Lethal Company.
Yeah. It's it's a good game.
It is.
I'm glad you enjoy. Nice. Let's see. Uh, how do I turn? Oh, there we go. There we go. I figured it out. There you are. Hi. Found you.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, let me.
Turn people on.
Actually, I think this will be better.
Okay.
Oops. I oh, I spelled your name wrong. There you
That's
go.
okay. Da, 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 da. It would be this way. There we
All right,
are.
there we
Okay.
go. And I think you can have your
There
players
you
hidden,
are.
but it'll
Yeah.
show yeah, so we can have not that many people
Nice.
running around.
The pretense of privacy. Nice. Okay. Cool. Um, do you want the next question or do you feel like you answered
I'm
the
down for the
last
next
one?
question.
Okay. Let's see. How do you react in uncomfortable situations?
Ooh, that's a good one. All right. Well, I recently found out why I actually do this. I'm actually very surprised on how I didn't notice I could do this, but very recently I found out that I do it.
Yeah.
um, when it comes to like certain conflicts, I tend
Mhm.
to really de-escalate conflicts. I very much de-escalated a very a lot, just
Mhm.
because I tend to really um because I generally don't like conflict. I think
Yeah.
I've grown myself to not really liking it, so I tend to de-escalate things or just move things away and let everyone like calm down.
Mhm.
Um, very recently, my friend called me out for this one because I never knew I did this until I actually did it like a few days ago. So I was like, oh, so it is true. I actually do this.
Mhm.
Um, but when it comes to like if my friends were fighting, I tell them to basically like, hey, get out of this call, go cool off, go take a drive, go for a walk, eat something to eat something, And
Mhm.
then if you're feeling like you want to talk about what just happened, we can. But if you feel like there's no room to talk after that, then that's completely fine.
Mhm.
Um, Obviously, I tend to really rationalize a lot of things. I tend to be on both sides of the thing.
Mhm.
Uh, but unless like like the other party did something that is like absolutely horrible, then yeah, no, I'm sticking to the other party. But most of the time, I tend to stay in the middle because I don't like choosing sides when it comes to friends or anyone really, unless I know
Yeah.
the full story from both ends. Then
Mhm.
I will make my executive decision to decide who I'm going with. But most, if not all the time I've ever been on that in that coin flip, I've always been on both sides on those.
Mm. Mhm. Okay. And what was okay. So you like to be neutral, kind of no matter what, kind of a little
Hmm.
bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I'm struggling to see how that's really a bad thing. How is that not played out well for you?
uh Because sometimes, like, my friends would be like, "No, you gotta choose a side. You gotta be on my side. No, you can't be on this side. Like, you
Mhm.
have to choose." And it was just like, but the thing is, like, I always bring up like my reasons why I can't be on your side, but then I can't be on their side either. Like, I've always bring down bulletin points and reasoning, even
Mhm.
though so many people have told me, "No, you gotta be on my side. No, you gotta be on this side." It's always been like I have to choose a side no matter what, and it frustrates a lot of people when it comes to that.
Mm.
Um, but then there's other like obviously other people that I've met who are like, no, that's completely valid. I understand like why you can't choose a side because both
Yeah.
I see your reasoning
Mhm.
behind both of them. So I was like, okay, understandable. Like that's my view. Again, like if this other person did like something terrible to the point where I'm just like, no, you fucked up, mister. Then yeah, I'm gonna be on that side no matter what.
Yeah.
Um, and I've had that moment. I want to say about 2 or 3 years ago with some online friends.
Mhm.
Um, there was a whole fight over one video game, and it was done very very poorly. And the person that freaked out on that whole event thought I was
Mhm.
going to be on their side. But I told them like since the first day that I met them, I told them like, hey, I'm very very neutral unless someone does something really really bad on one party, then I'm gonna go on the other party. And
Mhm.
that moment is when they saw me doing that, and
Mhm.
they started cursing me out. They started saying a lot of stuff to me, and
Mm.
I was like, I told you I was gonna do this.
Yeah.
I warned people like at least a good first day impression. I'm telling you,
Yeah. Yeah.
and and I guess another thing is that when it comes to conflicts, if I'm the one who started the conflict, I will 100% apologize. Like, if I
Yeah.
know I fuck up, I fuck up. I'm gonna own up to why I fuck up. But you
Mhm.
gotta, like, hear my story. But I will still, if I know that I fuck up and you're telling me that I fuck up and I know I did, then I'm going to apologize. And I'm gonna apologize with all my fucking heart. I'm not going to half ass it.
Yeah.
um, I will make a whole like a note on my phone. I will make that
Mhm.
apology real quick. I will type it. I will spend days working on my apology, and I will post it and I'll send it to you.
Nice.
I've done that I think once in my life so far, and I hope it stays that way.
Yeah. I hope so too. It's not fun.
It's not, and I just I really don't like conflict in the end. I think that's something that I think I guess scares me a bit is that I don't
Mhm.
like my friends fighting. That's one thing I've always grown to, like I'm like, no, I don't want you to fight. Like I don't
Mhm.
want to choose a side. Because you all know where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go straight down the fucking middle.
Mhm.
Um, but I guess that's probably where I would be at. It's just be a very neutral, but also very like talk to me about the problem. Maybe I can give you a solution to this whole
Mhm.
fiasco. I'm
Yeah.
like I guess like a middleman, so I don't
Mhm.
have to choose a side for people.
Yeah. I'm getting
And
those vibes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
You caught me. You caught me exposed.
Uh, okay. Do you want to add more to that? Or do you want to move on?
uh, I think I got my point straight away. Just the middleman, but I've also been just like I will always listen to every party's side, and I will conduct my own um my view, my opinion. And
Hmm.
if you don't like it, well, I'm sorry, but that's how I view it, and I feel like you should you should know why I said
Hmm.
this.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Next question then is when was the last time you were validated?
Validated.
Hmm.
Ooh, this is a good one. That was a good one. um, I guess it was it was an old. I guess I can probably talk a little bit more about my first apology that I ever done online. I
Okay.
still have the apology in my phone up to this day, even though it's already been about 2 years now since the incident.
Hmm.
I obviously fucked up on my part, and I have apologized, but this people did not. They didn't accept my apology, no matter how much I apologized for it, and that I
Yeah.
wanted to be a better person for it.
Hmm.
Um, I talked to my friends about the whole situation, on how they were treating me after my apology and everything, how they just were not accepting it, no matter how sorry I truly was.
Hmm.
And my closest friends, those three guys, they told me no, like what you did. Yes, you fucked up. We can all three of us can agree that you fucked up. And I was like, yes, I know I fucked up. But the thing is, but they're like, but you apologize in the best way you ever could for the whole
Hmm.
situation that happened, and
Yeah.
that's not your fault. Like they didn't accept your apology, even though you worked your ass off working that apology.
Hmm.
And I told them like, thank you. Like it meant a lot that they validated me on that. That they know I was truly sorry for what I did, and that I wasn't sort of that I'm admitting that I was the problem, that I want to be the solution to my own problem, and that I want to be a better person.
Hmm.
Um, and they know that I worked hard and I've tried to be a better person ever since that day. I've been super nice. I've been just trying to be the better person more
Hmm.
than I was that other person that I was like 2 years ago.
Hmm. Well, it sounds like yeah, you've been putting a lot of effort into that, so good job.
I
From
try. I try.
You do try. You try very hard, and I appreciate it. All
I
right.
still for sure. I still have a lot of work to do for sure.
Uh-huh.
But
Everyone does.
but there's a saying that a friend told me very recently. It's that I've been using it for myself is take it one day at a time. And ever since he
Hmm.
told me that, I've been using that quote every single day. I've always been thinking about it, and
Yeah.
it really does help. It always takes at least one day at a time for a lot of stuff, and I'm very
Hmm.
happy that I that he told me this, and I'm just very happy about it.
Yeah. Definitely. Life is definitely a one day at a time kind of thing.
For sure.
Yeah. Do you want the next question?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm putting you in charge of games. If you want to play a game, you're in charge of that. Otherwise, I'll do what you're doing.
Don't worry. Uh, well, I haven't played this game in a long time. I just wanted to
uh
take a moment because I felt like there was gonna be more like big questions, so I was like, okay, I gotta be, I gotta get these answers like how I want to give these answers, and I gotta be focused as hell.
I guess. Yeah, I mean that's one way to do it. Other ways. Oh gosh, I don't know what this is.
Oh, murder
Uh
mystery.
okay. Oh, this is just Terrorist Town. Okay.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
murder, and you just gotta figure out who the murderer is, or the detective has to find it.
Yeah, this is just Terrorist Town. Okay.
Yeah.
Um and the next question was who are you?
Hmm. Ooh, that's a good question too. um, I am me. I am very much me. Uh, I am the one and only Darkest of Twilight. I am a very funny, very outgoing kind of guy. I love to help people no matter what the situation is. Even if I don't understand the situation, I always want to be there for my friends no matter what. If
Mhm.
anyone wants to play video games with me, I'm 100% okay with that. If you want to just goof around,
Mhm.
if you want to just goof around and just have fun, then yeah, let's do it. Like, let's watch like videos until like 3 in the morning.
Mhm.
I'm down. Um, if you want to talk to me about something personal, then go for it. I am your guy. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna give you lata, or I'm not gonna give you sort of like um any sort of like hate or anything like that. Like, I
Mhm.
generally want to help you
Whoop.
and like I generally want to help you. I just want to be just someone that you can trust and just have fun with it.
Mhm. All right. Cool. I like that. That yeah.
Mm.
I think that's a good answer. Thank you. Thank you for your honesty. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Okay. I'm just looking around the map. I'm looking at things, getting intrigued. um, do you want the next question, or do you feel like there's more to say?
um, no, I think I got the bullet points. That's the character that I strive to be.
Okay. I think you're well on your way, so I hope you're proud of yourself.
I try to be.
Good. Um, I guess my question, my next question is outside of race, gender, and career, how would you describe yourself?
um, kind. I want to say I'm just a kind, loving little weirdo. I think that's basically the main word you want to describe me. Is just I'm just like a little weird little guy who's very very kind and sweet,
Mhm.
and I will do everything in my power to make sure that you are happy in one shape, form, or another.
Mhm. Nice. I love that. That's a good description. All right. I guess the next question is oh, I gotta find it. Oh, there you are. Hi, you're still alive. I should
uh,
spectate you.
uh, maybe it's because I was the murderer.
Oh, well,
Yeah, I didn't
okay.
know he was gonna shoot me really that bad.
He was waiting for you.
He really was.
um, all right. So I guess the next question is what is something that scares you?
Oh. um. Well, I guess one of my biggest moments of being scared is I want to say bugs. Bugs is probably like my most feared thing. I'm
Yeah.
so scared of roaches. It's not even funny.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Did you die
I'm
already?
yeah,
Wow.
but they
Oh,
saw the murderer and they killed him.
good.
um, I guess insects really do scare me, but then like once in a while insects won't scare me. So like once in a while I'll see a
Mhm.
roach and then I'll be able to like like dispose of it quickly. But then other times I start screaming like a little girl.
Mhm.
um, but my other, and this is probably like my most scared fear is
Mhm.
losing a sort of relationship. Now
Mm.
I'm not talking about romantic relationships. I'm talking more like a genuine bond or platonic relationship.
Yeah.
Um, I'm always so scared of losing friends.
Mhm.
every single day of my life. I've always woken up to moments where I'm just like, am I still friends with this person, or did I say something to offend them? Like
Mhm.
that's probably like my biggest fear
Yeah,
when it comes to it. Um, I
that makes
know I
sense.
shouldn't. I know I shouldn't be afraid of that stuff because that's how life is.
Yeah.
But again, I generally grow a bond with people so quickly,
Mhm.
that I generally care for a lot of people, that I
Mhm.
tend to be like, oh, I don't want to lose you no matter what, kind
Yeah.
of vibe. So
Yeah.
I tend to really cherish my friendships and relationships very very well. And if I were to lose like said thing, it would probably destroy me very very badly, just
Mm.
because of just how much like I grow attached to a lot of people.
Mhm.
Um, uh, I've lost friends, I've lost family, I've lost a lot of things in my life, and they have really like unfortunately they have put me in depressions here and there.
Mhm.
But I've always have to remember that there is like I still have these people in my life, and I'm not going to lose them no matter what.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, I see you died.
Yep. There was a lot of mass murder down here.
Oh, that's what I heard. I heard a lot of murder, and I was like, "What's going on?"
It was
um.
downstairs.
Yeah. But I think that is probably one of my most greatest fear is just losing certain it's just friendships in general.
Yeah.
I have grown a bond with a lot of people both online and in real life, and I honestly um I want to make sure that I cherish each of them to the very end no matter what.
Mhm. Yeah. No, I understand that. I sometimes have anxiety about. Well, I used to have a lot more anxiety about losing my friends. But I've kind of learned a little bit. But it's when the friends show signs of like, hey, they're unhappy, is when I start to really freak out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yep. But it's like it's fine until that point, and then it's not fine.
Yeah. For sure. I There are some friendships I'm glad that did end because
Mhm.
either things went completely south, like bad south, or we just had a fallout that I just could not just continue being their friend any longer than I need to.
Yeah.
But I still cherish those, even if things go south. I still cherish like the good times, even then. But
Mhm.
obviously, some friendships do need to end just because they were either toxic or they were just downright bad.
Yeah.
And I just unfortunately I have to accept it no matter what.
Yeah. There are those times. Unfortunate. All right. Do you want the next question?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, what is the hardest thing you've ever had to overcome?
Oh. Oh shit. Oh my god. Okay, that one threw me off. I was like, oh, we're going with that one. Um, I want to say, uh, it's probably this ex friend group where I had to make the apology. That was
Mhm.
probably my most recent heartache that I had to deal with. Was as stated that I really do cherish a lot of friendships a lot. So losing friendships is very very hard.
Mhm.
Um, and I still think about that friend group here and there, and I've talked to like my very close friends about that stuff as well, and how I
Mhm.
felt about it since that day happened. And they understand, and they're like, yeah, no, it's okay, like we
Mhm.
understand. And I think it was just me just coming into terms like what happened happened, and there's nothing we really could have changed that. They
Mhm.
oh it happened for a reason, and you're just gonna have to accept it at this point. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Mhm. Yeah. I unfortunately, well, I shouldn't say it's, well, yeah, no, it's an unfortunate. I still get nightmares here and there if, like,
Mm,
because I'm an overthinker,
yeah,
unfortunately. So, like, I tend to think, like, oh, what if this happened? If this precise moment or this precise time, if I moved this, like, phone in this direction, this could have happened or this and that. Like, I think
yeah.
of, like, the most little possible outcomes, and I overstress myself about those things.
Mhm.
And my friends gave me a lot of lata for it, so I was like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I gotta stop.
Yeah. That
But
Woo.
um, I think it was just one of the hardest things I had to go through.
Mhm.
Was just that, and uh, I want to say like it was around the earliest of last year that they one of those people from that friend group reached out to me, and we talked about that whole fiasco that happened.
Mhm.
And I told him like, no, I did what I had, like, not what I had to do. Well, yeah, I did because I had to make that apology. I'm
Yeah.
like stuttering because I have to think of the words. Um,
It's all right.
uh, they told me that I know what you had to do just to leave the whole group, and I said, yeah, no, I had to because there was no point for me staying in that group if I was gonna still be tormented with my fuck up.
Mhm.
So I just had to leave from my mentality's sake, and she felt sad about it because she know that I was wrong, and I told her like, no, I was like 100% fucking wrong. I'm not like I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. Like,
Yeah.
um, I'm not going to say like, oh no, I'm the victim. No, like I will 100% take accountability for what I did,
Yeah.
and I will be a better person. And I talked to this person very much a lot about that, and she understood it very very clear. She was really sad that I had to leave because she and I weren't really as close in the beginning of the
Mhm.
group, but then as towards the middle of my time with them, we started getting very very close, and then obviously the fiasco happened where we were at like I guess at our peak
Yeah.
friendship,
Mhm.
and she felt sad because like no one really likes to play the games that she likes to play, only me. So
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, I was
That's
like,
tough.
yeah. And I told her like, no
Yeah.
matter what, I'll still be there. Like, I don't mind playing games with you. It's just that I don't think I will return to that old friend group anytime soon.
Mhm.
Just because I don't want a repeat of what happened, or I want a reminder of what I
Yeah.
did.
You like a little bit more forgiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. That's a really hard choice, but thanks for putting yourself first.
hmm it's hard because my dumbassery will literally put others before my own life. And that's
Mhm.
a really bad habit. That's probably one of my worst characteristics about me as well, is that I put others before me, and that's a
Mhm.
really bad thing.
Mhm.
I tend to really do that a lot, and a lot of people have given me a lot of crap for it. They're like, "No, you need to take care of yourself first," and I was like, "No, but you need to take care of you first. I'll take care of myself next." And
Mm.
then, you know,
Mhm. Yeah. Do you want the next question?
yeah, I'll take the next question.
All right. The next question is, what frustrates you the most about life?
Hmm. About life, it would probably be more or less my opinion. Sometimes a lot of people won't take my opinion into consideration on a lot of stuff, and I think this just stems back to like my unfortunate eras of being in early school,
Mm.
um,
Mhm.
where I was basically I wasn't taken seriously for a lot of stuff,
Mhm.
and I think a lot of people still sometimes they still don't take my opinion on certain things, but I'm grateful for the people who generally still take my opinion very very well,
Mhm.
um, and I'm very grateful for them. I think it's just something that I wish that I didn't have to deal with when I was younger, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, unfortunately. But
Mhm.
I'm just so happy that there's people in my life who actually do take my opinion to consideration when it comes to a lot of stuff. and I'm
Mm-hmm.
honestly just super super grateful for for them, and I honestly couldn't have asked for any better people in my life for it.
Yeah. It sounds like you've got a good friend group now, which I'm happy about.
Yeah, I honestly I'm just so happy that they're a part of my life. I honestly can't explain how happy I am really just for them just to be with me throughout
Mm-hmm.
my ups and my downs, my crazy shenanigans and my weird personality at times.
Yeah. We all have those little quirks. Okay. Next one. What are we playing now?
Party games.
Oh,
So those are just
okay.
a bunch of random games that they just do.
Okay. Interesting. Alright.
So one minute we're mowing lawns, the next moment we're hanging over a lava pit.
Fun. Wonderful.
This one you just have to try to get coins, and this is supposed to be a giant trampoline that we're supposed to jump on.
I see. Okay. Oh. Oh, I'm outside the map.
Wait, what?
I jumped out.
How did you wait? How did you jump out of the map?
I don't know. I just angled it correctly.
I've never met anyone who actually managed to get outside the map.
Yeah. Just away I went.
Yeah,
I
you
have
yeeted out of here.
I recorded it, so it'll be in the video.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
uh,
Oh, this one you have to knock people off and stay on the red circle as long as you can.
okay.
Yeah.
I am not gonna be able to do this very well.
Just knock people with fish.
Yeah.
That's the best advice I can give anyone.
I mean, it's the fish of knockback, so.
Yeah.
I guess while we're slapping each other with fish, I'll I'll ask you the next question.
Go for it.
What excites you the most about life or in general?
I think it's just having a good time with my friends or anyone really.
Mm-hmm.
Um just just having fun, smiling, goofing off, anything just to feel, like I guess in a way like I guess like still have like a kid mentality and things. Like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people would give me a lot of like crap like saying like, "Oh, you're still childish for being like you're still thinking like a little kid." And I'm like, "Uh, no, I just like doing it because it's fun." Also, you got third place, so congrats.
Nice, thank you.
But I think it's just having like a childlike mind for certain things. Obviously, when things get serious, obviously you gotta be serious about a lot of stuff. But I just really want to just smile, have fun, not worrying about adult life for so much little things in my world,
Mm-hmm.
and just be happy and just. I just really just can't wait to just play video games with friends or just be in a call with people and we just like laugh our asses off at the most randomest shit in the possible world.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not doing well on this one.
I'm never good on this one. It's too much for me sometimes.
I don't understand the noises.
I I don't know. I'll give Sam a call. Let me see. I'll see what he has to say about this.
Yeah, I don't understand. That's okay. Oh gosh.
I could probably go
Alright.
for some chicken rings right now.
That sounds delicious, actually. I would
Oh
like
yeah.
some. Mm, mm. So, I guess the next question is, why did you agree to the game we're playing?
um I guess Minecraft has always been a game that I've loved since I was just a little kid.
Mhm.
Um, I've been playing Minecraft for a lot over a decade now, back in the alpha and beta days,
Mhm.
and I am very happy on. I've gotten my few times of burnout from the game, but I'm always just so happy, just to come back when I can and just enjoy the game. And
Mhm.
I think Minecraft is something a lot of people do cherish, as like it was like a lot of people's first game,
Yeah.
and Minecraft was really like my game to escape from the real world at times. But
Mhm.
it also whatchamacallit? Oh, I'm losing my train of thought. Um I think it also helped me a lot was just is where I also met my good friends as well. We played Hypixel with other people from a YouTuber a long time ago, and that's
Mhm.
how we all met. Well, some of them, and then others I met them through other Minecraft servers. And I think Minecraft has always had been some game that I've always cherished a lot,
Mhm.
as both like it's fun, it's calming. I don't have to worry about doing all this crazy stuff,
Mhm.
and it's also like sentimental in a way for me.
Yeah. As you mentioned, I think it's sentimental for a lot of people in its own little ways.
It does, and I'm always happy how far the game has come. I mean,
Mhm.
uh, I honestly couldn't ask for a better game than this. It just has too many memories at this point, and I'm just so happy that it really is a game that has value to my heart and
Mhm.
something that I'm just truly happy that I got to be with a bunch of people and met through over the years.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. I don't quite understand this one.
Oh, you gotta craft whatever's on the item frames, and the items are in the walls, so you just have to punch them to get the items, and then you gotta craft the item.
Oh,
It's like speed crafting.
I can't. It's not
Okay.
not giving it to me.
Are you punching it or are you right clicking on it?
I'm punching it.
Oh, are you using the ones on the left and the right, like the shells?
No. Oh, I see. I thought the item frame. Okay.
Oh no, you gotta no.
Okay. Never mind then.
You're
Oh
good.
gosh. I don't. Okay. Well, I'll work it out somehow.
You got this, don't worry.
I guess the next question is, um, oh, I gotta use the workbench. Oh, of course. Okay. Um, um, the next question is, what is something you're proud of?
um, I'm proud for everyone's success, whether it's someone that I don't know or one of my close friends or family. I think it's just their success. I'm always proud of my friends whenever they achieve something,
Mm-hmm.
um, or they accomplish something that they've been working so hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, this is like I guess belief in a way. Like you just got to keep running and try not to fall in lava.
Okay.
I think it's just something that I've always been super proud of my friends, like that they work so hard to get what they wanted to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm just so proud of them, and I always wish for them for the best. I'm always been such a good supporter for a lot of them. Um, I guess a good example would probably be one of my friends, Lady Zentra. She
Mm-hmm.
I met through from another friend, and she has worked so hard for her Twitch and her YouTube so
Mm-hmm.
much that I'm so proud of her for all of her accomplishments all the time. Like when something amazing happens to her, I just beam with like ear to ear at that point because I know she works so hard and she definitely deserves a lot of what she has accomplished. And honestly, I'm always just so proud of her every single day. And I'm just so happy that I got to meet her over the years. And I
Nice.
honestly could not have asked for a better friend.
Mhm.
And it goes for the same for like a lot of people that I met from Zentra and others. Like
Mhm.
they all have worked so hard, and the more that they worked hard in getting their achievements, it makes me want to do more for myself and work hard to get what I want for
Mhm.
either my Twitch or my YouTube or just personal IRL stuff. I'm so I'm so happy to always be their supporter no matter what, and I just always want the best for all of them all the time.
Sounds like they really inspire you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Cool.
truly are a blessed team.
Nice. I'm glad. I'm glad you have them. Do you want the next question?
uh, of course.
All right. Next question is, what is your most prized possession and why?
Um, this is a good question. I want to say I'm pretty sure you're already gonna guess what I'm gonna say already.
I have a sneaking suspicion, but we'll see.
I want to say my most prized possession is probably my friends.
Yeah. Although, in doing so, you're saying that your friends are your possession, so keep that
Well,
in mind.
that's true. But they have their own free will, so I'm happy for that too.
Yeah.
But I would probably have to say my friends. I'm super happy just to have them a part of my life, and I honestly, uh, I always want the best for them. I always want to make sure that they never get hurt or they ever feel sad or they feel depressed. Like I always
Mhm.
want to make sure that they always know that they can come to me, that they can always be someone. Oh, you won! Congrats!
Okay. I don't know how, but okay.
uh, um, but I've always just been super grateful to have met every single one person that I've met over the years.
Mhm.
I always wish for them every best thing to ever happen to their life. I always wish nothing but happiness for all of them, and that's just something I'm always cherishing. Is just the friendship and the genuine I can't say that word sometimes. the
Genuine.
the genuine thought of knowing that they like to hang out with me and they love to support me in my crazy my
Yeah.
crazy endeavors,
Mhm.
and just my wacky personality sometimes.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh gosh.
You gotta ride a
What is
pig. You gotta ride a
okay?
pig, and you gotta kill people.
Okay.
And the pig have their mind of their own.
I see that. Okay. Not a lot I can do besides swing a sword.
Just keep swinging. Just keep swinging. Oop.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. No,
No, you're good.
no, it wasn't me, but I was there.
It's okay.
Uh, let's see. Oh, okay. Do you want the next question?
uh, yeah.
How do you take care of yourself?
Oof. That's something I don't do much often. I take care of
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah, that's the vibes I got.
um, I guess for me is that um something that I unfortunately have a really bad habit is that I tend to bottle up my feelings when it comes to my own sake because obviously I put others before me, and again that's
Mhm.
really bad. I shouldn't be doing that.
Mhm.
But I really tend to unfortunately bottle up my own like trauma or my own feelings,
Yeah.
and I'll once in a while blow up
Yeah.
at the most randomest times.
Mhm.
And my friends and I have talked to me like, if you're feeling any sort of thing like at that moment, please tell us. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, no, I want to help you guys. And like, no, you got to take care of yourself first. And I was like, but I'd rather take care of you guys first before I take care of myself. And
Yeah.
it's just a little back and forth with me because
Mm-hmm.
I'm very adamant when it comes to myself being that way.
Yeah.
And a big person that calls me out for it is Lady Zentra. She always say, Darkest, have you eaten? And I'm like, no. And then go eat. And I was like, you go eat first. Because I know you
Uh-huh.
haven't ate. And I'm like, I have food. And I was like, you're eating cereal. And I was like, cereal is food. And I'm like, I know.
Technically food.
I told her, like, that's not food. Do you want money? I don't have much, but I could probably send you like $10. Maybe you can get like a $1 combo from
Oh
McDonald's.
gosh.
And
We
she's
don't
like,
have
"Don't you
those
dare send me money."
anymore.
Now it's $3.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know what this is, but okay.
Just shoot pigs.
Oh, let's see.
It's a weird game.
It is very weird. Okay. Well, what? Okay. All right. Sure.
Oh, oh my god.
Um. Oh. Oh,
Oh,
that's it.
nice.
That's it. Okay.
Oh, I hate this one.
What is it?
You gotta. There's a bunch of pigs in the middle, and you gotta reel them in with your fishing rod.
Oh, okay.
And there's like bonus pigs too.
Uh-huh. Okay. This is gonna be
Hey,
tricky.
that's my pig. Give me that pig.
These little ones are harder. I'm guessing that they're
Yeah, but
for
they give
more
off, I think,
points.
2 points. Yeah, and like normal pigs give like one. I think.
Oh gosh. Okay. All right. I'm gonna give you
Oh,
um another question. Uh, my next question is, well, actually, did you actually answer? You said you had a difficult time taking care of yourself, but what is something that you actually do when you're able to?
um, when I'm feeling a sort of like either depressed or I just need a time,
Mm-hmm.
um, I tend to kind of shut down for a minute. Like I tend to I tend to take a step back. I don't know why that
Mm-hmm.
was so difficult for me. um, but I tend to take a step back and just like think like, okay, what can I do to stop feeling sad about myself and
Mm-hmm.
uh I try to mentally think of like what I did or why am I feeling this way. And most of the time it does like last for like a good while, but it does take a minute and it does take a lot of out of me. Um
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so I tend to just um take a minute, think about it, and then get back right on the saddle and just have fun with my friends again.
All right. Cool. Ah, there I go. All right. Cool. So the next question is, what is a question you wish for me to ask you?
Oh, like a question you want me to ask you?
Kind of like, not exactly. It's more like, is there something that you wish I would have asked you about so that you had the opportunity to talk about something in particular?
Hmm. I gotta think about this one. Oh,
Okay.
anvils fall through the ceiling. You gotta be careful.
Uh, okay.
Yeah, get under the slab.
Oh. Uh.
Oh, oh my
I deserve that.
god. I unfortunately saw that.
Sorry.
Ish. Um. Uh. I just. I think probably. I probably should be probably asking this to Hilda is like, how did Hilda chose me? It's probably my biggest question. Is like, I want to know why me. I ain't no special. I'm no special little being. I'm just a little. I'm just a little weirdo running around. Ouch.
I think Hilda would disagree. Um, just the fact that no, she nominated you shows that she likes you enough that she finds you an interesting and nice person. I think largely of why she chose you was probably because she figured you would say yes. Uh,
Yeah, that's probably
so
right.
yeah, I think that's why.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
hmm
Also, I also think it's because she also interviewed me a while back for what you call it. She interviewed me about something for her college
Oh yeah,
course.
her study. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was one of those people that she asked if I could be a part of the study, and I said yes. So I'm probably
Cool.
assuming that's probably where she probably was like, I'm pretty sure Darkest would be 100% agree to do this for you, and
Yeah.
lo and behold, yeah, I'll probably do
Yeah. Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I guess I have a question for you. Could you give me a little bit of a backstory on your name and your aesthetic?
Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be a hot take because this name and this personality, ooh, they took a minute. Oh, did I
Okay.
win? I won. That was the fastest I've ever played that game. um, but I guess okay. So over the years, I've gone through so many names. Uh, I think Name MC has like all my names, but the most frequent name that I've always came back to was, of course, Darkest Twilight,
hmm
and it's something that I've enjoyed a lot. It's probably the name that I have really liked over the years. Oh, it's the final of two.
It's just us.
Ooh, um, it's a name that I made up when I was very very young, probably around like
hmm
when I was 13, 14, I think,
hmm
years old, and uh, the name has always stuck to a lot of people,
hmm
and I honestly am happy with the name. So I guess the name kind of derives from I didn't want to be called Dark Twilight because it didn't
Uh-huh.
sound right in my head.
Yeah.
So I thought of adding the us because of the old TV show, well, kind of new, revamped now, the Bakugan name. So
Mm.
I've always been intrigued by that name when I was a young kid,
Mm.
and um, they I guess it kind of sticked, and then of course Twilight is like a French wording for midnight.
hmm
So I thought, why don't I just combine the two? But I wouldn't be called Darkest Midnight. I would be called Darkest Twilight, as like it sounds a lot better in my head.
Uh-huh.
And then over the years, uh, the personality, I guess in a way, the personality and the character that I created for this name has changed over the years. Um, I think what really like what stick to now my personality for now has been thanks to me becoming a VTuber over the last 2 years now,
hmm
going with that identity, and then of course going off with like someone that I guess like an OC of like me in another like alternate world of
hmm
like kind of like the same personality, but like with some obviously some like OC factors coming into play here.
hmm
Um, but those names have always been something that I've liked over the time.
Yeah.
Some of my oldest friends have remembered me from my first ever username from when I
Mm.
first met them,
Mhm.
and they still call me to this day my old username, but I don't mind.
Yeah.
Um, because it's kind of like they told me that they don't mind calling me Darkus either, but since they've known me from my original name, they kind of just stuck with that for over the years, and I
Yeah.
can't blame them. Uh, I've honestly just been happy with whatever they call me,
Mhm.
and for me, it was I guess the name really just comes from those 2 points, and really the VTubing as well.
Mhm.
Um, as well, it's something that I've always uh enjoyed, and I'm very happy where it currently is now, like the character that I've created.
Mhm.
Since this character was kind of being created around the same time, like when I first came up with the name.
Mhm.
But obviously, I changed my name over the years. But like, Darkest Twilight has always been such a name that I've came up with on my own that
Mhm.
it just resonates more well with me than ever before.
Yeah.
Out of any other name that I've chosen over the years,
Yeah.
and a lot of my friends would agree that that this name has been something that they liked as well.
Uh-huh.
That they say that it just fits me a lot better than any of the names that I have gone for. Well, besides my
Mhm.
first nickname that they've came up with me, but um, but I'm truly grateful to have thought of the name. It has been such a staple in my life, both online and just IRL.
Mhm.
And I'm so happy that I was able to bring forth this character to life, and
Yeah.
in a way. I mean, I still have a lot of work to do. I know I gotta make my VTuber is very simple, but one day when I have the funds, I will make a new model for myself, and I will be very happy how he will truly look.
Yeah.
And I honestly can't wait for the future at this point and
Yeah.
what's store for
Uh-huh.
the name.
Mhm.
And I always just so happy that I'm able to financially support myself in this, that I can try that I can work hard on trying to bring the name to how I really wanted it to be.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's basically that's about it for the name.
I like it. Thank you. Okay. Do you want the next one?
Yes, Freddie.
Uh, when are you the happiest?
And I'm the happiest. I guess when I'm just around people that I really do enjoy. It's probably my most happiest moments I could ever say in my life. Um,
Mhm.
I can't. I honestly can't say that like. Um, there's not a day that I don't hang out with my friends when I'm
Mm.
like depressed or sad.
Mhm.
Even if it's like online friends or even IRL friends, I've always had a smile on my face no matter what.
Mm.
And I'm always so grateful that they're a part of my life, and the memories and the happy times and the laughter and the crazy stuff that we all get into is by far something that I'll never take for granted. It is something that I truly enjoy so much.
I'm glad. Sounds like they've really been a blessing to you.
Very.
Wonderful. Uh, oh gosh, I'm gonna die. Oh, there I go. Um, my next question is, who would you like to see interviewed next? So
Huh.
it's your turn to nominate somebody.
um well, I have two nominees. I'm not sure if they either one
Okay.
will be enough, but either I want to say either Lady Zentra or Dark Wolf Girl.
Okay. I'll add both of those to my list. Is it okay if I name drop your name when I say, "Hey, you were nominated"?
Yeah, you can tell him. Kind of like tell him like how you told me that, oh, Hilda recommended me. You could
Yeah.
probably say that Darkus has recommended you for the
Okay.
thing.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me find a pen. I don't have a pen. That's okay. I have a recording. Just as good as a pen.
It's, you're good. And
All
if
right.
you need links for their stuff, I can always send it to you as well.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, that was the last question. Uh, are you ready to think about wrapping this up?
Yeah, I think I'm good and much as ready to wrap
All
this
right.
up.
I'm gonna disconnect and move over to the screen. All right. Well, thank you for doing this with me. I had fun. I hope you had fun too.
I had an amazing time actually. Like generally,
Good.
I had an amazing time.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad you had a good time. Generally, people seem to enjoy this process, and that's something I'm gonna have to think about. But
It's actually like honestly like what you're doing is actually something I've never really have seen,
mm,
and it's honestly super cool that you're doing it. Like generally,
mm.
like I'm speaking from my heart. That what you're doing is really cool,
hmm
honestly, and I always want success for you as well.
No,
And
thank
I
you.
hope uh, the more interviews you do uh, will lead to more happiness and more. I can't say the word in English. I have to say in Spanish.
Go for it. Okay.
Forturo. So I hope you enjoy and keep doing these interviews because these are very very fun. I've enjoyed my experience with this very very.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear it. Um, yeah, most of the time I just do it because people are unique and I want to showcase it. So thank you for being a part of that and sharing yourself with the world.
But of course,
Yes.
I'm very much an open book at a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
um, so I'm always down just to help out anyone, whether they're a small content creator or a big content creator. I don't care the numbers, as long as we're doing this for fun and just having a good time. That's all I care about.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right. Well, I'm gonna address the invisible audience now. Of thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, you probably are gonna really enjoy Darkest Twilight. So where can people find you?
You can find me at any of the socials with my handle at Darkest of Twilight on YouTube, TikTok, or any other social media. I'll probably be there.
All right. I'll also have links below so that it'll be a little easier. Um, is there anything you'd like to mention before we sign off today?
I guess to the audience is just be happy, be nice to people, and just have a good time with the people you love, and have a group that you really, really enjoy being around, and having the most exciting and most heartfelt moments of your life. It's always good to find those type of people.
Wonderful. All right. Well, thank you again for being here. I'm glad you had fun, and hopefully, yeah, I'll see you somewhere in the future. We'll see.
I can't
Take
wait.
care.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Take care. Good
You
night.
too. Good night.